Okay, so in today's video, we are going to be going through 10 Piggy Chapter 7 facts that you should know about. Now, I would just like to point out before I do carry on with this video, if I do sound very weird, it's because at the moment I am not at all well. I'm very bunged up, I've got a very sore throat, and I've got a very blocked nose, so I probably sound like I'm talking out of my nose. But guys, the show must go on. Now, you guys have been enjoying these 10 Piggy facts kind of like videos recently, so I'm going to be bringing you guys more of these. So if you guys do have any ideas of what to do, then make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Now, of course, today guys, we are going to be speaking about everything Piggy Chapter 7 related. We're going to be speaking about what we're going to be expecting, and we're going to be speaking about a few facts that you will be seeing in Piggy Chapter 7. But first, if you guys could kindly be using star code Antixx when buying Robux or Premium, make sure to take a picture of it, send it to me either on Twitter or Discord so that I can show my appreciation. Guys, that would be the best thing if you guys could do that. That would be amazing. Also guys, a little bit of a fun fact, I will be doing another interview with Minitoon, but not about Piggy this time. It's going to be about winning on the Bloxies, so that's going to be quite interesting. That will probably be coming up this weekend, probably on Saturday. I think I'll be interviewing potentially on Thursday. Now it's meant to be today, but I was going to be doing this video and I thought, you know what, I think let's save it for a good day. So yeah, make sure to be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be extremely interesting, seeing how Minitoon is going to be speaking about winning in the Bloxies. But anyway, guys, 10 Piggy facts about Chapter 7. I think it's time that we jump into this. Number 1, introduction of the bad guy. Now, in the entirety of Book 1, the bad guy was obviously Mr. P, and in the beginning of Book 2, with Chapter 1s to 6, we had the bad guy as Willow. So now what we're going to be expecting is we are going to be expecting to find out about a brand new bad guy, which is going to be extremely interesting, because I have said here on the channel, if you guys are brand new, I think that this is going to be Leo the Lion. Now, I think that this is going to be Leo the Lion just simply because I think that Leo the Lion has basically kidnapped William. So I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to plan out, because that's kind of been in the making for a little bit of time. But whoever this bad guy is, we are going to be finding out in Chapter 7, or at least around Chapter 7. Now, I'm sure that quite a lot of you guys think that this Insolence is going to be Mr. Stitchy, and if the Insolence is going to be Mr. Stitchy, then I'm sure that you guys are probably going to be right that the fact that this new bad guy is going to be Mr. Stitchy. However, I really don't believe that, you know, the Insolence is Mr. Stitchy. I could be wrong, I could be right, but I don't think that the Insolence is going to be Mr. Stitchy. I think that the Insolence is possibly going to be Leo the Lion, or potentially Mr. Stitchy is working alongside Leo the Lion. And I'm saying this because, you know, we're speaking about the Insolence and we're thinking that the Insolence eyes that were in the distorted memory map, these are the same eyes as Mr. Stitchy. Well guys, you're wrong, because like I say all the time, yeah, Mr. Stitchy has completely one white eye, whereas the other one is kind of like those two eyes that you see in distorted memory. But here on the channel, in my opinion, I don't think that the Insolence is going to be Mr. Stitchy. Again, I could be wrong, but I think that the bad guy for the next part of Piggy Book 2 is going to be Leo the Lion. Number 2, new location. Now guys, we left off from the factory. Kind of sounds like my rap, doesn't it? But yeah, we're going to be leaving off from the factory. So now we're going to be getting on the boat at some point, and we're going to be heading up north to try and find Daisy and William. Now this is obviously to do with the military base, and it's going to be getting a lot colder. The whole kind of like temperatures, it's going to get colder. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to find up there, but we do know that at the moment that we are actually in the city of Lucella. That's where this whole Piggy story is going down. However, in the future, we are going to be finding out about a brand new location. So I'm excited to see where exactly we're going to be going. Maybe it could be a country this time. Maybe it could be somewhere else, but we will find out. Number 3, carnival and house changes. Now, I know that this is nothing really Chapter 7 related, however, these changes, these updates, are actually going to be coming in the Piggy Chapter 7 update. So we recently did a interview with Minitoon, and he did speak about changing up the house, because maybe he's going to add this into Intercity and stuff like that, and he is going to update the house so that it looks a lot more appealing on the eye. And Minitoon did also speak about changing up the carnival. As you guys are quite aware that this was due to a popular demand to make the carnival quite a fair bit harder, because all the noobs, they basically just chose the carnival every single time. So Minitoon is going to be changing up that at some point, so that is going to be extremely exciting to see. So this Piggy Chapter 7 update is actually going to be huge, because it's not even just going to be Piggy Chapter 7. There's actually so much more coming alongside this update. Number 4, New Journey. Now I wanted to put this one in here because, you know, we've spoken about in the past, you know, that we are with Mimi, we are with Giraffe, you know, we're all like this safe place kind of like group, this clan, this gang. We've been pretty tight together so far, but in the next future, in the next chapter, we are going to be splitting up because we are going to be leaving Giraffe behind, we're going to be leaving Mimi behind, and also Willow is going to be leaving behind her entirety TSP members behind. So the new journey, this new set of characters, it's going to be us, it's going to be Willow, it's going to be Pony, it's going to be George, it's going to be Z and Zuzi. So that is going to be the next group of main characters, which is actually going to be extremely exciting because we're going to find out a lot more about Willow, and I'm sure that we're going to find out a lot more about what actually happened with William. Maybe she knows a little bit more, I'm not entirely sure, I just rhymed. But I'm kind of interested to see how this brand new group of like characters, how they're going to kind of like mesh together and work together to kind of explain the Piggy storyline going forward. Number 5, collectibles. Now again, this isn't really Chapter 7 related, but again, this is coming in the Piggy Chapter 7 update. So we are going to be getting collectibles. As you guys may have seen, there is a brand new menu coming out for Piggy, and there is items. So what you're going to be doing, I'm sure that there's going to be some more things kind of scattered around the maps this time, and you are going to be able to collect these items, and you are going to basically be able to like tick them off as you're going. So it's going to be kind of like a journal, I kind of suggest. Now I do think that that's really cool, because obviously now that there's collectibles, there's more reasons to actually play Piggy. And I'm interested to see how this is going to play off, because we know we've not really had anything, you know, that kind of like keeps us actually playing Piggy so far. It's kind of just been like, you know, you just play the game, you just escape, you get some Piggy coins, and maybe you just buy a brand new Piggy skin. However, now you are actually going to be getting collectibles, which is actually really exciting for me. Now I have no idea what these collectibles are going to be, so I'm kind of interested to see what they're going to look like, or what they're going to be like, or maybe even how you're going to tick them off, because they could be in a journal and they could not be in a journal, but this is going to be very interesting indeed. Number 6, TIGRY storyline. Now in the new characters, I did leave TIGRY out of this. I'm not actually entirely sure if TIGRY is going to be coming along with us. Maybe he's actually going to sneak with us along the way, and he's going to kind of be spying on us in a way. So I'm kind of interested to see how this TIGRY storyline is going to play out, because it looks as though that TIGRY is kind of like the main character that isn't Willow inside of the Silver Paw. And also we've got Rash at some point as well. However, he's going to return, so maybe TIGRY knows a little bit more about Rash. But it's going to be interesting to see how TIGRY is going to react with the brand new group, and how Piggy Chapter 7 is going to play out, and how TIGRY is basically going to play out his storyline all the way until the end of Piggy Book 2. Now the question out there at the moment is TIGRY going to be a good guy, or is TIGRY going to be a bad guy? I mean, at the moment, to be honest, he kind of looks as though he's, you know, turning into a pretty bad guy, because he's kind of in the shadows a fair bit, and I'm not entirely sure why he's kind of like distancing himself, but he's kind of putting this like persona on himself where he's kind of like this mysterious character now, and that he kind of was bullied in the past, and this is what's making him go a little bit more crazy. So I'm interested to see how that storyline is going to plan out. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to go down in the comment section down below now, and I want you to tell me, do you think that TIGRY is going to be good or bad? Please let me know. Do you think he's going to be good or bad, guys? I'm going to go with bad, but I could be wrong again. Number 7, the boat. Now, number 7, Chapter 7, could this well be the boat, guys? Well, I will say no. I don't think it's going to be. I think that, you know, Minitoon may actually add in another chapter before we see the boat, but I think that a lot of us are expecting to see a boat in Piggy Chapter 7, and I just wanted to bring this up because I feel like we're actually going to get a different chapter at the beginning, because it could well be the docks, it could be like a dockyard or anything like that, you know, just as we're boarding onto the boat, which kind of makes us go onto the boat, because there's like this dockyard is infected characters running around, so I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to play out. But I just wanted to put that one in there because I'm kind of not expecting to see a boat straight away. I know that we saw the boat in the flashback trailer and stuff like that, so we could well be seeing a boat, we could well not. But I just wanted to put this one in there because obviously the fact is that we are going to be seeing a boat at some point, whether it's going to be chapter 7 or chapter 8, it's going to be there at some point most definitely. And of course that boat, that's how we are going to be kind of making our travel, our journey all the way up north to find Daisy and William with the snowy conditions and stuff like that. So again, that's going to be pretty awesome. Number 8, hard mode. Now again, this is nothing necessarily Piggy Chapter 7 related, but this is again coming out in the Piggy Chapter 7 update. So again, there is actually going to be so much coming out in this update that it's going to be pretty crazy. There's going to be so much to actually look over here, so I'm really excited to see this. But again, for you guys that don't know, hard mode is coming out in Piggy Chapter 7 in that update, and it's basically just going to be taking away the speech bubbles from above the doors and stuff like that. So that's going to be quite interesting. And also Minitoon did say that it's not going to be necessarily that much harder. It's just going to make it a fair bit harder just because of these speech bubbles. Number 9, pony isolating. Now, as you know, Minitoon gave us that word. He gave us that word, isolation, and he also gave us another word that could link to isolation, insanity. So this is obviously going to be doing with Pony because he was walking through that forest at that point in time in that trailer, and he also did come across that military base with that good old beacon in the top, just in the corner there. So that's going to be pretty interesting to find out. But again, Pony is going to be isolating in the next coming chapters. He's going to be, you know, he's going to be leaving the clan basically, because this clan that we've spoken about, you know, the Willow, the George, the Z, the Zuzi, all of those, we're going to be working together. And then in the next coming chapters, Pony is going to be isolating and he's going to go off by himself. And I'm going to guess that he's going to go off by himself because he's basically going to speak about what he has done in the past, meaning that he's probably going to say, this is all on me now, this is me, I have to do this, I have to save this, I have to sort this out. And he is going to go off and isolate by himself, and then potentially we're going to be there at the end basically just to save the day. Number 10, game changing update. Now I think I've actually brought up quite a lot of stuff in this video, I'll be honest. There is so much stuff coming in the Piggy Chapter 7 update, and we do have a brand new picture to show you guys about this whole kind of like what they're called, the like power-up type things that we're going to potentially be getting as well. So here's a picture right here that Minitoon did post up on Twitter just yesterday actually, which is actually really cool. So I'm excited to see this as well. And again, that Minitoon did say that this update, this chapter 7, it's going to be actually pretty game-changing for the future of Piggy. Now I'm excited to see this so much. I think someone count how many times I've said excited in this video. I feel like I've said it actually quite a few times, but there is going to be so much coming in Piggy Chapter 7. It is unreal. I've never been so excited for a chapter. There's another one, guys. But hopefully now, guys, that Piggy is going to be more playable. It's going to be more things to do when you return to the game and stuff like that. So that is going to be pretty awesome to see. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it from me today. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we shall see you guys in the next one.